Welcome to Mackenzie Creations. In this video, I am going to be working on the last card as part of my card challenge. And we had to make up 3 cards. One was using a card making up flowers. One card we cannot use red, pink, or white. And then the last card that I'll be working on is we have to make a rosette. And so I'm going to use the Crafter's Companion die. And so I'm going to get this out of the package. They do have instructions on the back, so I'll just follow those directions. But let me get this out and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and so I grabbed this piece of scrap paper, and this is from Kingston Craft. These 2 papers right here. And so these are the dies, and I'm just looking at the directions on here. So this is strip A. And we're supposed to run this through your die cutting machine. So I'll take this off. I think I'll use the pattern paper for this die right here. Okay, you definitely need a 12 by 12 piece of paper to use this die. And so I'll just cut this down. And it said to use your Gemini machine, but I am just going to use my diamond press Marquise machine right here. And I have a long folder right here, so I'm just going to flip this over, sharp side down. It's just a tad bit too long, so I'll have to run it through here twice. So I'll do that. And I'm just gonna flip this over. Just be careful right there. And then I'm gonna run it through second time. Just so we can get that end piece. I'm just going to roll it back because we don't have to roll the whole thing through again. Okay. Okay, so for some reason, this side right here didn't cut. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to get my guillotine and I'm just going to cut this straight down right here. So I'll do that and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. So I took my guillotine and I cut this down as best as I could. And this has score lines on it. I don't know if you can see, but that's where you're going to do your folding. But let's go back to the instructions. So for step 2, we're going to take either of these dies right here and line it up with the results of the previous step. Run this again through your machine. Repeat steps 1 and 2 if you're creating larger rosettes. Okay. So it's telling you now to take one of these dies at the top. I guess these are going to be used for support. So since it's Valentine's Day, I'll take this heart right here. And let me just get a piece of scrap paper. I'll just use this pink paper right here. And it's saying cut this out twice. So I'll run this through the die cutting machine twice and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I cut out some pink hearts and then I also cut out a red heart. I had 2 red hearts. Oh, they're stuck together. I'm not sure which one I want to use, but I think you only need 1 piece of paper instead of 2. So you see how I cut this out? So this doesn't have any score lines down here. So I was wondering how you fold that. So I read the instructions again, and you're supposed to take your piece of paper that you cut out the first time and ran through your die machine, and you're supposed to line it up with the results of the previous step, which is right here. So I'm going to take this die and I'm going to line it up right here. I'll line it up. I almost don't even want to use this because I'm so scared it's gonna mess up. So I'll tape this down, and that's just to get the pretty edging. I'm almost tempted not to do this since this is my first time doing a rosette. Let's give it a try though. Okay, I'm so nervous. Let's see. Okay, I have 4 pieces of tape on here. Okay, so here we go. We'll see how this works. I'm so nervous. Oh, and it's pulling from my paper and moving a die. Ugh. Yeah, this didn't work. Okay, so it messed up my paper right here because when I ran it through the machine, it like ripped it off the tape and it shifted, the die shifted. And so the design, the punch out design didn't go all the way down and it cut off at some parts. So I'm wondering if I can just make this shorter. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to just make this shorter. Okay, so next is telling us to use a scoring tool to score the lines and the pieces of card resulting from die A and alternate the directions to create a concertina fold effect. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be too short. Let me get my bone folder. Okay. So I'm just gonna take a few minutes to score this paper on the lines right here, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have this right here. I did all the fold on the score lines, which was not really easy. And in my opinion, you need a thin paper, not heavy cardstock, because you have to fold like this. Honestly, I do not like this or the flowers, cutting those little pieces out. So I would rather just buy something already made up. So I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so let me see what you're supposed to do. Yeah, right now it doesn't want to make the full circle because I cut a piece of it off right here. So I think I'm gonna have to use this because I don't want to have to do this again. So I'll just use this. I'm gonna do the same thing really quick and we'll glue the pieces down so they'll connect. You can always try to cover up your mistakes. I mean, I could start over, but at this point, I'm really tired. And our meeting is tomorrow for our card challenge. So I need to get this card done. Okay, we're almost there. Okay. So, let's See here. I'm gonna get my glue and just glue these pieces together. So I should have never cut it. I should have just left it alone. You need the whole strip of paper as I cut it out to make the rosette. So I'm just gonna let this dry for a few moments and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So I had to refold this. So let's see if this will come around in a circle now. It's like it don't want to come all the way around. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's why you need that weight. That's why they have you cut out the hearts. Okay, I'm gonna glue this. Let me glue this. Now this is not my cup of tea, fidgeting and stuff like this. So I'm gonna hold this and let this glue set on here. But yeah, you see the rosette shape right here. And so I'll let this set and then I'll go ahead and glue the heart down so it won't flip open. And then I'll be back with the finished rosette. Okay, I am back and I have my rosette glued down. And so I had a hard time getting this heart on here to stay. So I had even stacked the hearts up because I had some pink ones cut up. So I glued them all together just so it'll be a heavier weight. And so I finally got it to stick after a while. So while off video, I went ahead and got a card base. And this is an A2 size card. It's already pre-scored. I picked these up from Michael's a few years ago. They had all different type of colors. So this is 4 1/4 by 5.5. And then I cut down a few layers. So I'll go ahead and get that glued down. And so the rest of this should come together fairly quickly. I will be glad when this winter is over with. It has been so cold. So I am really looking forward to spring. Okay, and then I just cut out this layer using some base dyes. And this is a set from Diamond Press. And so I'll go ahead and get this glued down. Yeah, the weekends always go by too fast. I wish we had like a 3-day weekend. Okay. So I wasn't paying attention because I had messed up on my rosette when I put the little borders around here. And I should have had my heart going the other way so that the pieces that didn't cut correctly would have been at the bottom. But of course I wasn't paying attention. These are just samples anyway. But my intention was to have the bottom piece of this rosette at the bottom of my card. So I don't know how you stick this on here. I don't know. Do you just like put glue on the creases here? Oh, we'll try that. Like, this is my first time ever making this. So I think I did okay. You know, I had some fumbles, but, you know, that's what happens when you do card making. Everything is not perfect. I'm just getting glue on all of this. I don't know if this is the correct way to glue it down or not. So we'll see. Let me just put a glob of glue in the middle here. Okay. And then I'm going to stick this down. And then I have this love sentiment that I cut out from another project that was too big. And so this will fit on here. But I think I need to drop shadow this in another color. And that'll be perfect. So yeah, let me drop shadow this. I'll cut out another color because it's blending in with the red. I'll do that, put a few gemstones on here, and I'll be back with the final look of the card. Okay, I am back with the final look of the card. And so I have my rosette as the focal point, and I have the heart in the middle. And then I added this sentiment on here, love, and I drop shadowed it in white. And then I also cut out foam so it will pop up. And then I added hearts on here with some rhinestones. So I think this came out nice. Like I said before, I did have a little mistake with my rosette, and I really wanted this portion of it that didn't cut out right to go towards the bottom. But I think overall it came out nice. I don't really like doing these, but I'm glad I did try it out. And so I am finished with all my cards for my challenge tomorrow. So let me just bring all the cards in. So these are the 3 cards that I made. The first card is an actual folded card. And so it opens up like this. And so the challenge was to create a card, and we could not use pink, red, or white. So my colors here are brown with the blue and the silver. The next card right here, we had to create a flower. And so this was very time consuming to cut out all these little pieces. I did do some of these in advance, so I was glad I did that. I think it came out nice. So I added the florals in the background and some extra flowers. I added some hearts on here, a love sentiment, and a little bow. I wish I could have used my ribbon, but I had difficulty folding that. And then I added some little gemstones on here. And then here's the last card that we just went over. So I am so happy I was able to get all of my cards completed for the challenge. And I look forward to sharing them tomorrow with my friends. Take care and see you in the next video.